Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and there we go. Plug my headset. I'm just here to talk about Turnbuckle Titans Nikolai Volkoff, number one. I gotta admit, I didn't know a lot of Nikolai Volkoff's history, his life story. I still don't. I just know about his youth. I just kind of knew, outline stuff, like he wasn't actually Russian, you know? Despite that being the character he played in professional wrestling for so long, and he played it well. I remember when he passed away. Was it early this year, late last year? It was pretty recent. Uh, it, no, I guess it was kind of early last year, wasn't it? It was whenever this was on Kickstarter, which I think was like May or something last year. Like a little bit after that. Part of me kind of regrets buying or not getting it on the Kickstarter just because one of the reward tiers was like a signed flag, which would have been really cool, but I didn't have the budget to justify it. But he played a great character, a lot of classic WWF matches. If you want like a great one, there's like one with him, Iron Sheik, Junkyard Dog, and I don't remember who the fourth wrestler was in a tag team match in Madison Square Garden, and Nikolai Volkoff and the Iron Sheik got fantastic heat. So he's one of those characters. It's like, or one of those people. It's like I don't know a lot about this guy, and I think I would like to because he. Huh, can you say beloved when someone's a villain? I think you have to. The cover art's great. This is some Kelsey Shannon art. The coloring is a little funky, I think, but I think that's also kind of intentional because we're kind of mocking like a communist poster in the background, And it's fine. It's fine. The interior art, on the other hand, is a complete letdown. You have this absolutely beautiful cover, this absolutely webcomic tier interior. Just gonna sample a couple of pages here. Now it's got a little bit of style to it. It's not trying to reproduce real life, but it's a webcomic. And that's a shame because the story in here, Nikolai Volkov's actual life story, up through this part, absolutely fascinating, and the writing is solid. I don't know how much of this is his words and how much of it is someone else writing his story for him and narrating it for him, but it's great. So his grandfather was the captain of the royal guard of the Austrian emperor. Holy moly. This dude's got a serious family, right? He was assassinated by communists. And then, so Nikolai Volkoff grew up in communist Yugoslavia under Tito's regime. I, I think Tito was still in power at this point. I also probably mispronounced that. I've never actually heard somebody say his name. I've only ever read it. So he grows up. His parents, let him know what his history is, what his heritage is, about what the communists did to his family and so many other families. And they sent him to school. And I'm probably going to mispronounce this because this is another name I've never heard pronounced. Split, Split. I know how it's spelled. I've read it many times. I have no idea how it's pronounced. That's going to be kind of a running theme as I talk about this book. While he's there, he did regular coursework for 3 days, electrician training for 3 days, and he was getting to the point where he was going to be drafted into the army because that's how communist regimes work. As soon as you hit 17 or 18, you're in the army. A lot of countries are like that, really. The United States is a strange exception because we don't have mandatory conscription. And so he was a bodybuilder, and he talks his coach into letting him compete abroad. While he's there, he meets a Russian guy. The Russian guy tells him how to defect. And he does. And that's where the story ends. It's a great, great first chapter to a man's life. His whole childhood and youth, his escape from tyranny, and all the writing is fun. I can't quite hear his voice as I'm reading it. And that's just because it's been so long since I've seen like videos of him wrestling. But it sounds natural. They use Croatianisms, I guess. I'm not sure what language that is, but my guess is it's Croatian. But they use Croatianisms, uh, and things sound like they're being told by somebody for whom English is a second language. Now, that doesn't mean there's like mistakes in the text or anything like that. It's just the phraseology, stuff like that. It sounds very uh, like it. The cadence was made for another language. It's good writing. It's solid writing. The writing carries the book. The writing left me wanting the next issue, even though the art, as you kind of see, definitely lets it down a little bit. That's what I got to say about this book. I think Antarctic Press. I tweeted at them back in December or something, and I was like, "Yo, AP, is his family gonna get proceeds from this?" Because I know I read he has at least a widow. I presume he has kids too. And AP totally was like, "You bet." Let me just see if I can find that tweet real quick. Yeah, yes, Nikolai's portion of the sales will go to his wife Lynn. So there we go. I am totally down with this book, even though I think the art leaves something to be desired. So you should decide for yourself, how you feel about it. But I think I got my money's worth out of this. And oh wow, that was in September of 2018. Holy moly, that was a long time ago that I tweeted that. So there you go, guys. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check to make sure you're still subscribed. And click that bell for notifications. And then there should be some other things you can click on all over this place. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.